What is going on, everybody? It is Thursday, and we're live streaming. This is going to be fun. Thank you guys. Man, there's everybody here. My man Nomad Matt's here. Beggars and Guns. Evil Rick's here. Let's talk about these two gentlemen. So, gentlemen, why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm not going first.
He wants sloppy seconds.
I'm Dominic, Route 32 riding gear. Y'all know me. Who are you kidding?
That's fair enough. Mr. Snickers?
Big Smitty riding. What's
You're a
up?
little Smitty riding. Come on, knock this
That's
shit
why
off.
I said Smitty first.
All right.
They're taking heat for the big.
All right. Sean, check Instagram, mofo. Big James is here. Everybody's here. Yeah, so we figured we'd just do a little hangout and talk. I kind of miss doing this. This is fun. Hey, Mike Ball. Wait, gotta pound him. Good to see everybody. This is Tom. What's going on, man? What's new? What's happening?
Oh, not much. Trying to figure out everything that's going on here. Just give me a second.
Technology hard. I switched cameras and I was having a meltdown. And
Well, I've never done this. I've only done this once from the store, and that was a very long time ago before I swapped computers. So.
That's all good. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Room's in the house.
Hey, look at there.
Backline's here. All the good.
A very patient, kind woman to put up.
She is. I mean, if
a
you're
guy
in a
that
relationship
rides
with-
and never comes home.
if you're in a relationship with Cesar Penance, you are you got to be a certain kind of person.
She's tough.
Don't if you see this, Jason, nothing but love, buddy. Nothing but
So
love.
I did think it was funny the other day when he was talking about his 131 being broke, and I was like, I made a comment. I said I can't say a word about it because I said, it's like that kid that his favorite toy keeps getting broken over and over again, and you just can't make fun of him for it because you feel guilty. I said I just can't say anything bad to you, bro.
Well, now he's like a road runner.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hey,
What's up, buddy?
I was trying to get things. I thought you were going to send it to me in Discord. So
It is
Yeah.
the Dominator himself.
Look at that.
What's going
Look
on,
at that.
man?
link in the bio,
Look
10%
at the
off.
Bryo, baby. That's how
all
we
that
do
stuff. What's
Link
going
in-
on, Smitty?
What's up, Sean? How you doing, buddy? Good to
Good to
see
It
you.
see
doesn't cost you a thing, but it supports the channel, right?
What's that?
It's the phrase to pay. It doesn't cost a thing, but it supports the channel.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to speak this whole time to Sean. I'm just going to send emojis on his phone because that's what you do in his comments. Just send emojis.
Just send me an emoji. I'll
gonna
get
ask-
it. I'll
He's
figure it
going to
out.
ask me a question. I'm just going to send an emoji. He's going to look at his phone and go, seriously, fucker? You're right here. You're not going
And this must be Dom.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead,
you
bud.
guys didn't meet.
Yeah, nice to meet
Dominic's
you. I'm Sean.
Dominic's sliding to the right. This has
Uh-oh.
become a
Yeah.
political show.
Trying to balance the camera on the microphone because otherwise you're either looking up my nose or at my hair part.
We are not trained professionals. It's okay.
No.
No, don't
What's
try
going
this
on,
at home,
Sean?
kids.
Yeah, don't try this at home. Dominic's like Willy Wonka. He's got all that stuff. I just want to run through and
Look at
I
that
know,
store, man.
I'll tell you what, man, if the elections go bad, you're the first place I'm looting. All right, I wouldn't do that. Maybe Revzilla. But yeah, so you guys, okay, so Sean, you know Smitty, right?
Yeah. Well, through this, I've never met him
Yes.
personally.
Yeah,
In person.
well, I mean, he's kind of an asshole.
very much.
Wait, no, it's not to be assholes to each other.
Let's
Yeah.
try not to be assholes.
I can't do that still to this day. Calfire, what's going on, sweetie?
I don't see the chat.
What's that?
Here, let me go. I'm still figuring things out. Here we go.
Yeah,
Now
now
I-
you're pain. Been there, done that.
This episode will be called "We Don't Know What We're Doing, but God damn it, we pressed the live button." Just got to hit record. That's all you got to do, man.
What's the worst that could happen?
So, Sean, you know that Dominic runs Route 32 in New Hope, right?
Yeah, we've talked about it. You've talked about his products on some of your
Yes.
videos. So yeah.
And it's located right across the street from where Corey almost passed out. So,
Okay.
oh, Corey's not here. Damn it, the joke's not funny if he's not here.
Actually, Corey passed out right in front of my store, or almost.
That's right. I forgot about that.
He was sitting right outside my window, and I saw him drop, and I yelled for people to go get him because
Holy cow.
everybody else was in here.
Oh, poor Corey. I had to use my dad voice.
Man, I wish we had stores like that near me, man. We don't have any good mom and pop motorcycle stores.
Well,
Like for apparel and stuff like that, and just everything is, we have one big box and that's it.
Yeah, that's us. We're at Cycle Gear.
Yeah, we got Cycle Gear. And then, of course,
really good.
the dealers.
Renegade's leather was awesome. And after like nearly 20 years, they decided, hey, we're going to go ahead and close the store down. And they were great. They were like really, really good place.
Yeah, we had one. It was a female-owned business, and she had a lot of leather and stuff like that. But I think COVID got her
because it was a motorcycle store.
It was a motorcycle store. Yes.
Just asking.
Oh, they had a back room. I don't know what was back there, but they did sewing and they had some helmets and stuff like that. But
not that kind of leather, Bry. I know you've been wanting one of those masks, like from Pulp Fiction. No.
What happens in the red room stays in the red room.
John is here.
Bring out the gimp.
Bring out the gimp. Yeah, Road to Reality. He's the only person I know with 25 videos ready to be edited and sent out today.
I don't think
he got a brand new toy.
Man, he's all over it. John is
he's all in.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm like every time I'm like when I go for a ride, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not filming today. I think about John and go, he's sitting there he's sitting there with a cigar like this, just shaking his head, going, "You should have filmed. You should have filmed." So. Well,
I don't know if you saw Frank Misplaced Motovlogger's video. He just called everybody out. He's basically said, if you're not filming, you're not trying. Well, I mean, that's the takeaway I got.
Well, then I'm not trying, boys. Sorry.
This is actually interesting because none of us have the same motorcycle, right? Because I'm a fanboy joiner because I got the bike of the week.
Oh, me too. You got a road glide? Me too.
Me too.
Street glides used to be that way, Sean. You remember that? I know. But
yeah, street glides were all about it. Now everybody wants to ride a shark. So
when I had a white 2011 hot white denim street glide, and man, I had the only white one I saw for a while, but there was a black street glide, a black street glide, a black street glide. So.
I'll tell you what, when I worked at Brian's HD for about 6 years, everybody wanted street glides. And I talked about 3 people into getting road glides. And they thank me all the time for that because I keep telling them the road glide is the better one if you're in any type of wind situation. If you're riding cross country, those crosswinds will knock you over. But on a road glide, man, that thing stays stable. That's where it's at. I don't have one.
I miss the limited because I do feel that the heavier weight of the fairing, you could balance it a little bit better. You could use it to your advantage. But the Road Glide was an emotional purchase. I wanted one of them. When did I wanted one for so long. I wanted one the year that they stopped making them. Wasn't that Rushmore year 14?
Yep.
And I thought that they weren't coming back. And, I don't want to flex, but I've been known to give people rides and the next day they go out and buy one.
I have ridden Road Glides and I'm not even going to try to deny it. It is a great riding motorcycle. I just, I remember the days, the dual headlights, and I wasn't a fan of the 2-round headlight Road Glides. And I don't know. I street glides just where it was at.
What'd you think of the Fat Bob when it had 2 headlights?
I didn't like it. It has that off-road look. And, I'm going to be honest with you, I know a lot of people, and again, I'm a huge fan of Custom Dynamics. This. I think people that watch
How do you feel about Dominator Industries?
They're,
I just had to set you up once.
Yeah. But huge fan of Custom Dynamics, but everybody's all about this Shark Demon, and I'm not saying it's a bad looking headlight. I just don't like that look. I don't like that off-road Baja look on a touring motorcycle. I'm more of a classic, guy. So
well, you got everybody in the chat already talking about Shark Nose versus Batwing, and that. Hey, let's talk about oil. Let's talk about tires.
Bingo.
What's your favorite brand of oil? What tire do you use? And the third thing everybody can agree on is that everybody hates Goldwing. So
No, when we were looking at bikes, we looked at the Gull Wing. My biggest issue was I didn't feel like the storage was there. It's just personal preference. I don't like the clamshells. I had them on the KLR. I wasn't a fan.
Like I said, it's kind of funny because I had this conversation with somebody the other day about the Gull Wing, and I said, so it's everybody hates the way they look, they hate the way they sound. The only thing that it's got going for it, as far as for Harley people, is it's fast.
Picking up old ladies.
But they're fast. Like Gull Wings are quick. Like you can beat. There's a lot of M8s that you're going to take like this. But I mean, let you have some work done to it. But again, it's just a niche bike that, like, I don't ride with any other Gull Wings, period. Like my buddy Ted has got a older model Gull Wing that he sold one of his Harleys to buy, and he's the only one that I know that's got one. I see him on the road, but it's just I ride with all Harleys and Indians. So
I wanted to.
It's a Honda Civic with 2 wheels, and it's going to be faster. It's got a 4-cylinder motor in it.
I prefer to call it a Honda Accord, but okay.
Okay.
It's a Honda Odyssey.
Yeah, it's the cup holders are amazing. No,
good gracious, cup holders.
I don't like anything with the fairing, so I'll just stick with.
Oh shit! Here we go. Here we fucking
Dom.
go.
I think Dom. I think you and I would get along great. I mean, I ride a Batwing, but we had a discussion earlier in Discord. Road King has a place in my heart. I love a Road King.
That would be the only touring bike that I would grab. I like,
and that's me. So. With a Road King, you get the best of both worlds. You take the windshield off, you got a fantastic cruiser. You put a windshield on, and you got a very capable touring motorcycle. And
absolutely,
yeah, you don't have the radio and the GPS. What we do in 1985. So
the only thing I would get rid of my bike for a Highway King. The orange Highway King.
Ooh, okay.
It's a good looking bike, man.
Beautiful. Yep. That is my perfect motorcycle. Completely stock, maybe a couple of slip-ons and a different seat, a nice white Saddleman road sofa, and that's it. Nothing. I wouldn't change anything else.
Yep. If I had a sack of money, I would probably buy a Lowrider ST. I think I could tour on that. I'm not a big guy, but I think I could take some short trips on it. And to me, it's just a good looking motorcycle.
That's the one bike that I could believe that I think could swing me back to Harley, because man, I love my Wing. My wife loves it, but that one right there, off looks alone, it has enough of the old FXRT look to it.
Absolutely.
To make me want it. Because I remember when I was a teenager and even my early 20s, seeing people ride FXRTs and thinking, dude, I don't like baggers at all, but and then seeing them take the bags off, or seeing an FXR and thinking, man, that's the bike. Because an FXR and a Fat Boy were the two bikes that really made me want to, buy a motorcycle. So,
yep.
Well, they had, wasn't it Laidlaw that did the? I'm terrible with names, but they did the Coastal Glide. No, it wasn't the Coastal Glide. What did they do that was the Street Bob with the fairing? It had that whatever that club fairing. What do they call the ST fairing?
It's that fixed fairing, or
no, the new.
It's that small fairing. It's on it's attached to the bars like a Batwing, but it's smaller.
Yes,
it's the whole Sons of Anarchy looking fairing. I don't know what it's called.
The club fairing, kind of like fairing you're talking about, like
the
club style Sport Glide. It was a Sport Glide.
Sport Glide.
Yes, there you go.
That Sport Glide, like I mean, that was like. Club members had them on it forever. The little Dynas with the small little Sport Glide looking fairing and the windshields and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I
think
a few
more. I never owned a Dyna. I've ridden one, but I've never.
Even with that flat rim.
What's that?
Even with that flat rim, you never owned a Dyna.
Never owned a Dyna, man. I need one.
I did, Sean. I was a Dyna bro. I had a 09 Street Bob, man, and that was the one that had that gray motor. The 09 Street Bob had that gray motor, and man, the only problem I have with it is just I did like a 350-mile day on it one day, and the next day my ass and my back hurt so bad that 2 weeks later I had the Street Glide in the garage. So
yeah, I went straight from a Sportster to a Road King. So
okay,
that's how I wound up getting the Limited. Katie fell off the Intruder, and the next day we were at Barb's and we somehow bought a bike. I was more shocked than anybody because I just thought we were test riding.
That kind of that's the way it went with me. I had my Sportster for like
Right?
12 years. I was very happy with it. And one day, Stacy and I were out riding around, and she's like, I think we need to get her bike a bigger bike. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
I had that thing for 13 years and put 35,000 miles on it and sold it for exactly what I paid for it.
Squirt Glide.
It was funny. We went and we test rode it, and we're looking at them, and they were, I want to say they were super cheap then. It was like 14 grand. It had like 14,000 miles on it. It was a 14 and 3 years ago.
Did you?
And Kate says to me in the dealership, she's like, I can't believe I'm going to say this. We're leaving with that bike. I'm like, okay.
John
yeah,
on the
yes,
Squirt
ma'am.
Glide.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I will be done.
Yeah.
I mean, who am I to say no? Maybe dumb, but I ain't stupid. I think getting back to it, I think the Road King, that's actually what I wanted to buy. And Kate's argument was it was too much like the Intruder. It pretty much didn't have, I mean, it had the hard bags, but I think the most important part about owning a Road King is you get to play out the Chips fantasy, even though they didn't have Road Kings. But
Yeah, that was like a Kawasaki.
KZ1000, baby.
Yeah.
KZ1000s. Yep.
Yeah. I think we all played chips on our bikes when we were
Oh,
kids.
everybody.
That was we
The
had
first-
dirt bikes growing up, and that's what we used to play chips on our XR80s and stuff like that, running around cow pastures and stuff.
the first
Putting
poker
cards
ride.
in the spokes to make the bike the bike sound good. Yeah, I do
The
that
first-
with my Goldwing now.
Were you Goldwing?
Yeah, I put cards in the spokes to make it sound good right now. So
The first
insane.
the first ride that we did, the first poker run that we did was up there New Hope where Dom is. And we got separated from the pack, and the sweeper police bike turned on his lights and he just went like this. That was my Chips fantasy. We got to go code 3 for a while. It was a rip. It was pretty cool. That was the
Our
best
cop-
part about the New Hope run is we got to go through New Hope at like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That was if you've ever been through New Hope, you're lucky if you can do 5.
Shit.
But
Our sheriff's departments all ride Harleys, but like the local police and the highway patrols, they're on BMWs. Those things are super fast. I don't know which one it is, but it's like a crazy fast motorcycle.
yeah, they're sweet. They're really
Yeah.
sweet bikes. They're breaking the law. Come on, man. I got to chase a cop. It was cool. The sad part was it was with the intruder. I wasn't sure we were going to stop, but yeah, you only go through life once. So, all right. So we've got Smitty's got the Goldwing. Sean's got the. You have a Street Glide or a?
It's an ultra classic.
Oh,
yeah, get it right, turd.
Yeah. Electra Glide, ultra classic.
I thought you just tell people you have a Harley if you have a Harley.
That's what you do.
Here, I'm going to start some shit in the side chat. It's like having a CVO. You have to announce it first. When someone says hi to you at Wawa, you just go, I have a CVO. And good morning.
Yeah, when people ask me, they say, "Hey, man, you ride? What do you ride?" I'm like, "You don't want to know. You don't want to know." I ask them, "What do you have?" "Oh, you got a Harley? Great bike. What do you ride?" You don't want to know. You don't want to ask. You don't want to.
They're, I don't know. I think it's a great bike. I just was a little disappointed they downsized it.
Now you were talking about the clamshell. Were you talking about the tour pack on a wing?
No,
that F6
Oh, the
bagger,
saddlebag clamshells.
dude,
Yeah,
they're-
yeah.
it's terrible. I actually put the saddlebag organizers in mine so that you can put everything in there. Because, dude, if you don't have them, when you open that bitch up,
It just
guess
falls
what?
out. Yeah.
I was like, it's just a stupid chicken shit design. But like I said, when you put the organizers in there, put the bags in there, then everything actually stays in place. But anyway.
Yeah.
What about the F6 bagger? Did you ever see that?
Yep, the F6B.
Oh, that was I wanted one of them so bad.
So that body style, I still like the older body style better than the current one. It makes so many Goldwing people get pissed at me because I said if they would have put a 6-speed on there, if the older models had a 6-speed, I would have bought the older model because I like the way they look better. That's just me. It may look like more like a sport tourer now, and it's cool. I mean, it's fast and it does all the shit you want it to do. However, I think the other ones, I think they look better than the older ones. That's just me.
Yeah, and you can get a matching trailer, which is kind of cool. Jokes aside, Denver's got one. It's a pretty sweet deal. I'm just not a fan of the clamshell because at least with the F6, it was really small, the side bags.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I thought you talked about the tour pack. You know, like Indian, their tour packs fold forward instead of to the side, and that's the.
No,
I mean,
so if it's like this and this is your saddlebag, it opens like this.
yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's
And
what I
then
thought you were talking about, a clamshell tour pack. And
You pretty much have to have the inserts that most of us have for the side bags to get your stuff out.
Well, it's just there's not a lot of storage in them anyway. I put that Amazon chicken shit tour pack on mine that worked out great to give me some more room. But I mean, either way, it doesn't have a ton of storage. I mean, like I said, you can do a few things to get it there, but you know, it doesn't and that's the thing. That's something else I tell people. People ask me, hey, I'm thinking about buying a wing. And I said, look, man, that's awesome. It's a great bike and I love it. But if you're wanting to customize and do things to your bike, you ain't doing it with a wing because there's no parts. Like there's no exhaust for them. You can drill your shit out, or you know, the TBRs, some of them fit, some of them don't. I was like, you literally you can buy grips and a cup holder, and you can go through the wing. What's it called? There's a Gold Wing manufacturer. Gold Strike has. You can go through and get pegs and all that stuff, but beyond that, you're not doing any motor work. You're not doing pipes. You're gonna assist bar and a few other things, and that's really it. So
that's the good and the bad, right? You can do a lot to a Harley, but you're basically you're not buying a bone stock bike, but you're certainly buying a bike that doesn't have a lot.
Like I said, people who want to customize, man, I tell them if you really want to customize and you're used to that, buy a Harley because it's literally unlimited. I mean, if you can think of a part that you want to put on a Harley, somebody makes it. I mean, that's just the way it is. So,
okay.
John's on fire tonight.
He's wound up, man. He's got that like $9,000 camera. And he's taking 3-dimensional selfies.
Any upgrade that fits in the cord should fit a Gold Wing.
What's that?
John says any upgrade that would fit in a Honda Accord should fit a Gold Wing.
Oh, he's gonna get a double din radio.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Go to hell, John.
You get a sweet spoiler.
I thought the Goldwing had a 6-cylinder. Is it a 6 or a 4?
Flat 6,
isn't it?
It's a 6, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, most guys, I mean, the people that I know that have them. I mean, not to say that Harley riders aren't serious, but usually they're people that want to get on them and lay some miles down. They just want to put gas in it and go.
Yep.
And you know that's what it's for. You know, you cross the country in comfort on one. So,
like I said, I don't have nearly as many miles on mine as I want to, just because of 4 kids and shift work, and I'm actually starting a shutdown schedule tomorrow. So for the next month, I'm 13 days on and 1 day off. But I mean,
you can run 87 octane in that too, can't you?
Yes, sir. I usually run 89 most of the time, but like when I'm out on a trip and you're in the middle of nowhere and all I've got's 87, then I can run
all day long.
I don't worry, and I still get just as good gas mileage on 89. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but aren't you afraid of people seeing you at the gas pump getting the low grade shit?
I don't really give a shit what you've looked at me. Do I care what people think about me? Period. I mean,
all I know is if you make a video and you fuel your bike up while sitting on it, it triggers all the Harley guys.
Yeah, it does. I at least get off my bike because I don't want to hear that.
I do as a rule, but I thought it was funny. People are like, you're gonna light yourself on fire. You're literally straddling 6 gallons of fucking gas.
What are you gonna light yourself on fire with? Are you holding a torch when you're doing it? I mean,
I don't know, man. It's the old head.
Sean, you know who could light themselves on fire? Harley, a veteran biker rider. He could.
Yeah, he probably could.
How did he get in here?
He never lights that thing though, man. That thing just dangled.
He'd be filling up with that thing dangling and go, listen here, I'm going to hand out stickers to all the boys at the gas station so I get done blowing my crotch up.
I thought I had a Marlboro light laying around, but I don't have one up here. I thought I had one laying around.
Have you seen any of those videos, Tom?
Me?
Yeah. Have you seen the...
No, I'm always on my bike when I'm fueling it up. I've never heard that you're supposed to be on.
No. I was asking about the Harley veteran biker rider.
Yeah,
no.
I can never say.
You don't know what you're missing, believe me.
He's something else. He doesn't have his own channel. Well, I think he does, but
he likes to hang out on the live.
He likes to come and bother me.
6 hours on the live stream, boys.
I think the by far the best one of those is the Well, Lenny the biker died, unfortunately. That was a great skip. But then is the woke one. The woke one is
Yeah.
freaking brilliant.
I did one. I think I talked about this before. I did one for Bolt Bucket for his thong, and I think that was my favorite one because he was going to the strip club, and that was probably my favorite. But I haven't seen him in a while. I got to go see what's going on with that guy.
I have to look him up.
I've got a feeling he's making a comeback.
He shows up, occasionally. So we'll see. The winter's coming, So
Yeah, he's going to be bored. He's going to have plenty of time to bother you while you're installing your new parts that you
got some new parts coming. I got some stuff coming to be here tomorrow. I'm excited.
Are they bars?
No.
Okay. I was trying to help.
I got tires coming. I ordered tires and bearings and doing it myself this time. Everything.
Nice.
Yep. So
that's brave, my friend.
Yep. I'm tired of paying someone else to do things that I can do.
Dude, changing the oil, got it. Doing the gear drive oil, got it. Tires, hell no.
It's not as hard as it seems.
I just get on my bike and go, all right, I got it done. And I'll take out and get up to 10 miles an hour. And it's, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing, I'll tell you what put me over the edge is the last 2 times I've had them installed professionally. They were not balanced correctly, and I had to get them corrected on the road. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of like, I think I'm just going to do it myself.
I went road reality. I don't mind doing like mods for the bike, but yeah, I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
John,
I did find though, if you want a pair of slip-ons, it's really great to make someone else put them on. And granted, it was on his bike, but still.
That's funny, Johnson.
Doc Harley. That's a good point. I'm going to have to talk to Doc Harley offline about that with balance beads. I was doing some research, and everything that I read said don't do it because at high speed, and especially on a bumpy road, the beads will start to bounce and it'll knock you out of balance until it settles back out. So I'm kind of on the fence there. I'm going to use weights this time, but I don't know. Maybe I'll hit you up on IG if you got some more information.
I had the beads on my street glide through 3 sets of tires and never had an issue.
Never had an issue with beads.
3 sets of tires, and now don't get me wrong, I was getting 8,000 to 10,000 miles on the Dunlops, but whatever. Man, I did 3 sets of tires on that bike before I sold it, and I never had any issues with it.
I was going to try the beads, but I couldn't figure out how to get them into the tube.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
You caught that? Okay. All right. Y'all missed that one.
That's what she said. Come on, Frank. You're
Evil Rick says he runs beads with no problem too. Maybe I'll do a little quick short and get some people's input on that because I'm still not there yet. I haven't bought weights or anything like that. So
I want to say it was Doc. Correct me. I think he was talking about that he was talking about that on Noggins Live. I was listening to it this morning. I was catching up on lives.
It's talking about balance beads.
Beads versus sticker.
Maybe I'll go back and watch that.
Yeah, you should. I mean, it's Noggin, so it's a little hard to watch, but
yeah,
it's no fun making fun of Noggin when he's not here. But yeah, it's cool. So Dom, since you're here and you're not talking, we're gonna put you on the spot. No, we're really not gonna put you on the spot. So you're a gear guy. You sell gear. What's your thoughts on gear? Because I know we all 4 of us are going to have a pretty heated opinion on this.
Well, I think everybody should wear gear all the time, but it's a personal choice. What I always tell people is the only life-saving thing that you can put on your body is your helmet. Choose your helmet wisely. Everything else, you're just mitigating injury. So it's up to you. If you play the odds and don't wear it, then that's fine. You're playing the odds. Most likely nothing will happen. More than often, nothing does happen. But when it does, you're 6 inches from the ground at 45 miles an hour, wishing you paid a little bit more for that helmet, a little late. But it is what it is. It's a personal choice. I don't tell people when people ask me, I sell half helmets. They say, well, is this helmet safe? I'm just like, it's a half helmet. And they say, what do you recommend? I always recommend a full face. I would never recommend anything less, because if I recommend a halfie and you lose your chin, I'm going to be sitting in court defending why I didn't recommend a full face.
Well, that and you've lost
very careful about that stuff. Yeah, very careful.
Well, and I think that's the hard part, right? And doing, I'm a gear nerd, everybody knows that, but it's hard because you can recommend something to somebody. You were talking when I was up there the other day about the head shape, right? Not everybody
Right.
has the same head shape. I had, I wore a large since for the last 10, 11 years until I realized I wasn't a large because I'm like between a large and a medium.
Right. And
And,
whenever you're between sizes, you always downsize to start, because if you can tolerate that. So I'll tell people, walk around the store for as long as you can. If you don't get a headache, the helmet will eventually break in to what you are, because most helmets will break in between a quarter and a half size. Badass helmets are probably more towards the half size realm. So you want them a little more snug when you first get them. So they'll gain a little area inside, and they'll also come down a little lower as you wear it. But something like a Shoei, you're only going to get like a quarter size out of that. So if it's really tight when you're putting it on, you might have to go up a size. But Shoei's a nice long oval fit, which is what you have, which is what I have. That's why Shoei's fit me so good.
Not to stop the subject, just put on pause a second. Mike, we're so glad you're here. If you guys aren't following Mike, check his channel out. Hey, Mike's an absolute fantastic dude. And we're really glad you're still with us, Mike. Very glad. Yeah. So, and you were saying, I don't think that people realize that, helmet shapes are so different.
Yeah.
Like he was saying about a Rye. I was on their website. I didn't realize that in their line, they make different shape helmets.
Yep. And I always try to tell people when they ask me, shop by helmet shape, not by looks. I get it. I mean, you see this cool helmet, but if you're an oval head trying to squeeze into like a round helmet, you're going to get a pivot back and forth. It's going to be uncomfortable. You'll get the hot spots front and back. Shop for head shape, not looks of the helmet.
So you're running what? You have a Badass and then a Shoei 1400?
I have a 1400. I have a Badass for the really, really hot days. I also have a Biltwell Gringo, standard.
Oh,
Gringo.
shit. Here we go. Here it's going to
start. I'm talking. I like this dude more and more.
I got the new Santa Cruz one with the screaming hand on the side.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a limited edition. As soon as I saw them, I'm like, oh man, sold. I'm taking that.
What was the gray one that I tried on? I think it's Sean's helmet.
Part from what?
Sean, the gray helmet that I posted in Discord. That's the one you.
Now I run a lane splitter.
Oh, lane splitter. Okay.
Lane
yeah,
splitter.
I have a lane. I wear a lane splitter now, but I still have my Gringo that I'll break out on a nice day and wear it.
Yeah, the Gringo I have it's the one without a shield, so I just wear glasses with it.
I have a bubble shield for it though, which is really cool.
I thought about
You're
that.
a fucking hipster.
I tried it in the store, and there was too much distortion in the peripheral for me.
It's noisy. It's noisy.
It's noisy. Okay.
Yeah, and it
anytime, my buddy Mike. So here you go. Nomad's good. But words are very difficult for me. If you try to hear me say badass bare bones, I struggle. What, Dom, off the top of your head, do you know who makes 5X besides HJC?
No.
Yeah, because I've seen Nomad Matt talk about that before, because I told him I wear an HJC, the RPHA. I've had it for, I don't know, forever. And I love that helmet.
Smitty, it's time for us to have an intervention.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I need to upgrade the helmets. I've got a 3/4 helmet, and I've got a little.
No, I'm not saying that. How long should you own your helmet before you?
Oh, dude, I've had that helmet for 8, 9, 10 years. I still wear it to this day. I know. I had to make sure I said that because I knew Bri was going to have an aneurysm.
Bri, it's his choice. Remember, we were just talking about that.
I understand it's your choice.
Playing the odds.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have a Nolan that's 2 years old. The Nolan M100 that I have. That's 2.5, 3 years old now. That's not bad for me. That's not bad.
Yeah. So I have a hard time throwing things away, and I'll keep them. They'll sit on a shelf. I finally threw away. I have 3 helmets now. I have my lane splitter, my Gringo, and then I have the. It's kind of like the Badass, but I have the Crazy Owls, which is the supposedly the world's thinnest DOT, but it's almost identical to a Badass. It's the same concept. It's a small.
It's the same size. Yes, the shells are all the same size in the smallest DOT. The interior is significantly different, and the plastic that they use is very different.
Yeah.
Crazy Owls is a clear plastic with a sticker over it, whereas the Badass is a polycarb with actual paint. So I used
Gotcha.
to carry Crazy Owls early on, and they were all right. But you know, the representative from Badass came in and said, "Oh, you know, we'd like you to see our helmets." And it took 10 seconds for me to look at that thing and be like, "Yeah, I'll carry yours."
Well,
Kinda
it's probably I may look at
that.
I may look at ordering one because it's about 5 years old, so I don't
Well,
need
I'll
to be
tell you
wearing.
what.
If only, yeah.
The
Man, Sean, you got it on, man. You walked him right into that. That was,
That's what
I'm
I'm talking about,
impressed,
man.
buddy. I am impressed.
the
So-
Crazy Owls is only
Yeah.
a 2-year helmet, just so you know. That's not a
Oh.
5-year helmet. But I got something here. This is
Unless
this is
Smitty owns it.
exclusive.
There's a
I got an
20-year helmet.
exclusive
25-year helmet.
for Brian's live. I got an actually exclusive for everybody. This is
Uh-oh.
never before seen, brand new Badass that I just picked up today, and it is their first pearl white
Ooh.
Badass bare bones.
Man, I love white helmets. I'm telling you, they're cooler in the summer. I swear to God, white
I know
helmets.
somebody's got a white gold wing. Or no, it's not white. What color is your gold wing?
Oh, it's gray and
Gray.
gray and black with a smidge of orange. Just
Gray like the old ladies he's picking up.
hell yeah, toothless and ruthless, homie.
So which is that? Is that the bare bones in white? What is
That
that?
is the bare bones in a proper pearlescent white. You can't really see it, but it is very close to Harley's pearl white.
Man,
Lord
the side
helmet.
chat's already turned on you.
And that is a smallest DOT, just like the Crazy Owls.
That's really cool.
And if you want to see it, I am putting it live on my site right now as we speak. So you can go peek at it. Just give me a couple of seconds here. Brian, I'm going to send you the link so you can post it.
Sure.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Actually, if one of the mods can do it too, but I'll do it.
I'll talk amongst yourselves.
I'll give you a topic. Pearly white helmets. Smitty, we didn't talk about this. You've lost a shit ton of weight, my friend. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, brother. I'm 100 and I think I said 8 pounds down, 107 pounds down.
Lost
When
a
you
person.
lost a midget and that triggered
Yeah.
me.
I knew that would get you. 107 pounds is for you as a hefty midget because I know how you like them.
It's a
You lost
shape-
an Ethiopian.
Yeah, but yeah, man, just 24 has been a pretty good year for me. I started out shitty with my neck injury and stuff on my shoulder, and then while I was out doing that, I started exercising and losing weight, and got my diet on point, and I got about 47-ish more pounds to go to hit my goal weight. So
What's your goal weight?
220.
He's
Nice.
getting
I
back to
was
his
at
birthright.
I was at 375 in
Good
January.
for you. Wow.
And
Good for
I'm
you.
at 267 as of, was it yesterday? Like 267. So yeah,
Dude, I am beyond proud of you. That's just
appreciate it. Yeah.
phenomenal that you're putting the work in.
Yeah, it's man, it's funny because people ask me all the time, and I hate giving people advice because everybody, man, you got whatever you do. You've heard me say it. Whatever you do to take better care of yourself, do it. However it works for you. I hate, I know Sean. We talked about lifting and stuff. I know you like to lift, but man, just getting active and doing something, and it just helps. It's better for you. I have 4 kids, and I have a lot of heart disease in my family, and diabetes and all this other stuff. So having getting my weight down and getting off all my medicine and not having to worry about that shit is a big relief.
So, Brian, I sent you the link to the helmet, and I'm also sending you the link to the helmet bundle, which is the helmet, t-shirt, patch, and a poker chip from my store.
So guys, can you side check? Can you see the link I just posted for the white badass?
Yep, I just went to it. Yep.
Okay. And then what did you want to share, Dom? The bundle,
Yeah,
the basic.
I put together a badass white bare bones bundle, which is the white helmet, t-shirt, patch, and a poker chip, all from my store.
I don't see that one.
You didn't get it yet?
No, I don't see it on the site. But you also have the bundle with the bare bones, the one I just reviewed with the t-shirt. Yo, Denver, what up, my Seattle loving brother?
The bundle is in your chat.
Denver, the brand new grandfather.
He is.
Congratulations on the grandbaby, Denver.
They hatched a chick.
If
Yeah.
you're on the site, Bri, you probably got to refresh it because I literally just put it up while we were talking.
Okay.
But it is there now. I just checked it.
The all kidding aside, not to make it an infomercial, the shirt that Dom has on, I have one of those. Freaking shirt is comfortable.
He disappeared. What happened to him?
Lost him.
Oh shit.
Well, hey, guess what, Sean? Since it's me and you on here, hey, I got a new weight bench today. I'm pretty excited about.
Nice. What'd you get?
Incline, decline bench. It's one of those. Man,
Anonymous biker, my friend. How are you?
It's like a King Kong or something like that, but it's one of the ones that I bought that freaking dude. I put it together today. I can't wait to lift tomorrow. I'm excited.
Hey Dom, just to let you know it wasn't.
I
that
got
fun.
one of those.
What was that, bro?
I think I sent you a link. The little
Black
old
kids.
man band. Love it.
I thought I
Used it
did it.
Monday.
Dude, I'm getting one because it so
Love it.
helps you so. Oh, it makes life easy.
Yep.
All right.
My shoulders are done. Yeah, we lost Dom there for a second. Talking about shirts, Brian, did you notice rocking
I saw that.
this is probably my favorite shirt. The stitching. I mean, look at that. It's got red stitching. Is that not awesome?
That there is a rumor floating around the interweb that may have been my concept that they applied.
It's a nice touch because I mean it's so subtle, but it's just let me see if I get it in the light here. The red stitching
Not
and
to
and the
not,
seams.
not
It's
to
just-
give Steve, who I have mad respect for his design work. It is an homage to Louis Vuitton, Christian Louis Vuitton. If I say Louis Vuitton, I get smacked. I have to say the full name.
Yeah, I wore it at work today. I always get compliments on it. So
I think if I remember correctly, there's only that run of those. They're not making the red stitch one. There's a bunch of us that have them.
So who makes that shirt? Who's the manufacturer?
I don't know. It's an Indie
it's an
Ridge
Indie Ridge
shirt. I don't
shirt. It
know
says
who
Indie
sourced
Ridge
it.
on the label.
Yeah, they probably get them made through one of the T-shirt companies. Is it USA made? Because that would narrow it down to like 3.
I'm not sure. I know they're screen printed in the States, but I don't know where they're sourced from.
You watch out, bro. Your boyfriend showed up.
My BFF is in the house. What's up there, buddy?
Yeah, he turned his back on me.
Well, Texas is a rough state.
It is a rough state.
Yeah, they're
Good time.
very those
Good
shirts
time.
are really, really soft. I had
It
a blank to try on for size, and I was like, damn, they're extremely comfortable.
It's my second favorite shirt.
There's I think there's another shirt coming out soon that just has their little logo on the shirt. It's pretty cool. Sorry, Dom, we sidetracked you. So is the bundle up?
Yes, the bundle is up. It's up for the black bare bones, the flat black, and it's also up for the white.
How come I can't freaking find it?
I don't know. I sent you the link.
Can we just talk about that 1400, the Shoei
now it's in the
1400 with the
project
skull on it? Dear God.
The what?
Sorry, I see helmets and I feel a little funny inside. That the one that's on your landing page with the skull, the 1400 that has the skull on it. the
Oh,
Reaper.
yeah, I wanted that one too. I got to get that off there because they discontinued it. Yeah.
Trucking bikers in there. I'm gonna
biker.
put the main page on.
Trucking biker, trucking biker. That's a good ass dude, man. Lives right here by me. Good dude. Good riding buddy. Good man. Love that guy.
So Dom, you said you had how many helmets?
I have 4, I think. I got 4. I got the carbon fiber rocker. I got the Gringo. I actually have a Shoei JO, which I really never actually wear, and 1400. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Sean, what's you? What do you got?
I my primary helmet's the Biltwell lane splitter, and then my backup's my Gringo, and then I have that old crazy Owls. And I'm looking at another the lane splitter. It's only about 2 years old, but the visor on it I'm not a fan of because it requires a screwdriver to take it off. And when you're traveling, you're going from clear to tint, That's a pain. And I jacked up. Matter of fact, the morning I was heading to New Jersey, that thing just popped out. It's like a metal piece inside the shell, and I had to super glue it in, and it's still super glued in. So I'm probably going to go to and I know Phil's probably in the side chat. I'm probably going to go to a Simpson. I just like that outlaw look. So just because the visor is like a quick change visor, but
Zach,
the Shoei and also the Schubert, the C5 is talking to me. I mean,
did you see the end of the month? They're making a new announcement every day. So I don't know if it's going to be paint or if it's going to be new helmets, but they keep having a teaser up. DA Bishop, are you talking about the badass carbon fiber? That's the only carbon fiber. Well, I have a second one. I have an ILM carbon, but I'm just making sure because Dom's here. He can help you.
Hey, Sean, you think he'll be brave enough to ask me about my helmets?
I know that Dom and I spent a good part of 5 days in New Hope trying to put my visor.
I just saw that DA Bishop. That's Wandering Yankee. Good dude, man. That dude. Dale is his name. That dude is a good dude. When I was in Laconia a couple years ago, he would meet us every morning and check on us and stuff like that. That Dale's a good guy. He gets all over the place. So yeah, just saw him in there. I wanted to just give a shout out to Dale.
Excuse me, I'll be right back. Someone's at the door.
All right, he's going to make a sale.
You want to ask me about my helmets now, Bri?
So, DA Bishop, the only full carbon fiber I have is, hold on, I will Smith, is the ILM. It's up on the shelf if you want to see it. And then I have the Schubert is a carbon hybrid. It's not full carbon. But dear God, that's a light helmet. Holy crap. The IOM helmet's nice. It just doesn't have ventilation. It's a good fall helmet. It's cheap too. But yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right, Smitty, hit us the weight of which one? I'm sorry, I'm throwing out a lot. We can look it up for you real quick. Just let me know which one you're talking about. So Smitty, we're gonna give it to you, sir. Give us. We would like what helmets you own and what decade they were made in.
Okay, so the HJC is about 8.5 years old. It's the RPHA, I think. And I've got the Nolan N100, the modular. That's about 2.5, 3 years old, I think. And I've got a nice little 3/4 bell helmet that I wear from time to time. Then I've got like a little DOT skid lid that Truck and Biker loves to watch me put on because it aggravates the. We went on a trip here up to see the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Texas, and I put that thing on. He's just shaking his head. He's like, He said that he was on the phone with his wife. She's like, is Smitty wearing that stupid helmet? And he said, yeah, Smitty's wearing that stupid helmet.
Skid lid was like the original, like that's like the OG half shell right there. The old skid lids.
I got a little DOT skid lid that I've had for a couple of years. I bought before Renegades went out. Renegades has been gone about a year now. I bought it maybe 6 months before they went out. So I've had it.
Yeah, I had a skid lid for a while. I never wore full faces until I started this whole motovlog thing, and that's when I started wearing them. But
man, the only I wear mine. Like I have the modular, and I wear them, and I like it. But man, when I'm riding like just local around town, I either wear that skid lid or I wear the 3/4, and then when I motovlog or take long trips, I start out wearing the modular full face, and then I usually switch over to something else.
It's like Mike Ball. I can't agree with him more. I mean, as I age, you start thinking about that. I don't even like climbing ladders now. So yeah, I'll wear that full face now. The half shell is maybe I'm running the 711 or something like that.
Yeah, mine is primarily around town, like local, like going to down the street. But now if I'm getting out and riding, I'm wearing my full face just because I've seen too many people go down not wearing a full face, and I'm ugly as it is. I can't afford to get ugly.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I grabbed the Gringo helmet, so I can have the opening in the front.
Exactly,
like an open face. Yeah, still have the protection.
Still have the bar. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the main reason. That was my first real adult full face, I guess. But I saw these pictures one time, and it just terrifies me. Dude took a cooler lid to the face, flew out of the back of somebody's pickup truck. You know, the lid came off a cooler and hit him in the face, and it's just horrible. And here where I live right off of the main artery that goes to Hatteras Island, to Kitty Hawk and the Outer Banks. And in the summer months, it's packed full of, you know, the families with everything tied to their car. And I'm always terrified something's going to fly off and hit me. So, yeah.
Taking a bug to the face in a half helmet is not. I took a bug to the face because I had my visor open in my full face. I don't know. I'm sorry. We're like moving so fast here. This is the IOM Carbon, but I don't know it's ever been on the channel, so I don't know. It might have been, but that's a really light helmet. It's kind of a mid-range helmet. Somebody was asking about it. Okay, so you're a full face guy. So Smitty, what have you thought about replacing your black and white Decades helmet? Or
I have. I just don't know, man. Like I said, you know, it's like Dom was saying earlier. You know, I have a melon head, and now that I've lost weight, so my helmets are more looser than what they were previously. So I really need to go in and get fitted and get a decent helmet, and it's on the to-do list. I
found that if you tell your wife that your 1200 Shoei is really loose because you've lost weight, suddenly you can get a Neotech 3. Like magically money appeared. I don't know.
Yeah. You're protecting yourself for the good of the family.
Right. I mean, you got to protect the money maker.
Well, I've got a really good life insurance policy, so something tells me my wife would be like, fat ass, you just keep wearing the one you got. You're good. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you guys. I wear the half if I'm like running around town or testing out something, but for anything serious, I'm wearing full face. I'm a big Shoei guy, but I obviously have a bit of an addiction, so I think that and the Schubert
my halfie's weather dependent only. It has to be above 90 for me to wear my halfie. I look at it more like, actually, in my opinion, riding around town, there's more risk because there's cross traffic, there's turns, there's people pulling out in front of you. That's more of a risk to me than coming down 95 where everybody's headed in the same direction, looking the same direction, and you only have entrances and exits usually close to at speed. Where around town, I'm more worried about around town than I am on highways.
Yeah, well, they say it's 3 miles from your home.
Yeah,
that's where it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
When I took the motorcycle safety course, one of the guys was an ex-moto cop, and he was saying that one of their instructors got bumped by a student on the bike, fell, hit a rock, and was dead instantly.
What?
And the guy, because he was explaining why he wears a helmet on the training course, just helping people out, and I was like, that's kind of scary, but I suppose once your time.
That's the way I feel that way about gloves. I'm adamant with gloves. Gloves to me are like the seatbelt in my car. I don't feel comfortable moving the bike without gloves on because your instinct is to do this, and if you're in a low speed, you're going to want to catch yourself, and it's just now the ones I wear are not. I mean, they're motorcycle gloves. They're not padded or anything like that, but. And a low speed, I got a feeling they'll keep my hands safe at least. But
what's your go-to brand?
For me, I'm running Thrashing. Was it the Thrashing Supply Company right now? It's a thin textile glove. I ran LS2s forever, and I loved those gloves, and they just wore out. But I'm very particular with my gloves. I don't like bulky, big, because now I feel like I can't hold on to the bike. So, and I prefer a textile. So that's what I like theirs. They're a good looking glove and they were priced right. So that's why I went with them. And so far they've done me well.
Speaking of big and bulky, the beard's here.
Yeah. I'm a glove guy too, Sean. I'm with you. It's weird. Like I have to have gloves on when I go riding. I don't know what the deal is with it, but
it's to me, that's the way I describe it, is the same like with the seatbelt. I feel weird if I don't have a seatbelt on.
I feel naked without gloves, man. It's really strange. And that comes from when I used to work at the dealership. I used to see so many bikes come through with like hand grips that were like basically melted from the acid and people's sweat on the bike. And I'm just like, Yeah, that kind of text, that feel, just immediately, just like, it's overwhelming to me.
For my lack of helmets, I do have a shit ton of gloves because I'm a glove collector.
Yeah, I've got quite a. Matter of fact, I got a brand new pair that I'm getting ready to do a review on.
Dude,
so.
I when it was cool the other day, and I rode to work, and I put on those stinking Odin perforated gloves. They were awesome. I was like, these are bad. Of course, cool here. It was 63 degrees in the morning. It was freezing cold, So
Yeah,
I understand it's like half helmets. Everybody has their prerogative, but it scares the shit out of me when I see people riding with fingerless gloves. It's like, well, I have gloves. Like, I don't get it. You do what makes you happy, but my God, that scares the hell out of me.
I've got both. Depending on what I'm doing, I wear fingerless from time to time, but I also wear the man. I've got a bunch of those lift fast gloves, and I've got a couple pairs of Odins, and I just switch back and forth. I'm a glove whore. So.
Well, they're easy, right? Because they don't take up a lot of room.
No,
I've got a whole duffel bag full of gloves.
Yep.
Hey, War Paint Customs, by the way, Colin. Thanks for dropping in. That's my dude right there, man. It's a good guy.
Yeah, he is a solid dude. Plus, too,
Solid.
like, I don't know, is anybody
Bert-
else like I
Bert
ride with
like
multiple.
assless chaps.
Yeah.
So,
It makes sense.
Is there any other kind?
yeah, that's what I say. They would be pants otherwise.
Yeah.
20
Well,
bucks.
I mean,
is
he
20 bucks.
showed a picture the other day of the road rash he had, like literally on
That
his
was
ass.
bad.
And
Yeah.
I was like, so that him and chaps doesn't surprise me at all. So.
Yeah. I'm not a stranger. I got some chaps. I like it. Gets a little chilly. You can put some chaps on. That February ride I make, I wear chaps. It's chilly.
Bro, I like layer up under my jeans, but I just, for some reason, I just can't do chaps, man.
Me
Well,
either.
first of all, you'd have to kill 14 cows to get a pair of chaps big enough to fit my fat ass.
Not anymore.
Not
Well,
anymore,
okay.
right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'll
not
be able
anymore,
to send
but,
you my chaps.
I doubt that.
220.
I actually have fleece line jeans for the cold time, and then I have
Ooh,
a flannel line jeans that I wear.
Hell yeah.
I like that. So
I
what's
got a pair of line
Yeah,
jeans.
I've been trying to talk to these companies that I work with about getting a Kevlar fleece line jean put together, and they just won't listen.
Hell yeah.
They just look at me like I got lobsters crawling out of my ears. I'm like, people ride in the cold. Why
People
not?
ride in the winter.
Yeah,
I mean,
why not
not
Kevlar
everybody.
and fleece in the same jeans?
I mean, don't
So-
get me
No-brainer.
Don't get me started on winterizing motorcycles. I mean, I know people are gonna. If I say it, they're gonna come at me. But it's not a boat; it's a motorcycle.
There's your video. There's your
Yeah.
viral video. Piss
Yeah.
off the fucking internet. Let the trolls go. And there you go.
I don't understand it. I mean, there's probably. I mean, I've been around this world. I mean, 20 years in the Navy. I've been around this world, and I've been all over the United States. And
Did
I
you
know
smell the
there's
seven
places up
seas?
in Canada they get snowed in and stuff like that. I get it. But in the lower 48, there's only a few places that you don't get a day that you could break that bike out and go for a ride. There's a day somewhere in the winter that you could break it out and ride it. The streets are dry. Oh, there's salt on the street. It's dry salt. It's,
That
it's-
sounds like a Harley veteran biker rider.
that guy, he's a piece of me, man. But I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, I know
Hey,
people are going to
did you,
hate me for it, but it's just
Rod,
my
did you
feeling
see
on it.
that comment from Colin Warpaint? If you bounce and don't slide, you won't get road rash. True story. Speaking from experience, I was there. He didn't have road rash, but he was jacked up. I was there when he went down. It was bad. Wearing a full face though.
Yeah, I mean, you can live without a lot of things. You can't live without a head and a brain.
Yeah, he had a. It was we were on. That was the Paris, Texas trip that he went down, and it was we wound up going to the hospital in that night. And he got a ride home. And in fact, I think he just got his bike back together. He's finishing it up now, getting the fairing. Of course, he custom paints everything. But that was scary because Truck and Biker was like right in front of him, John, and he said he looked in his mirror and watched him ragdolling through the air, and that was nasty. So
was he
Glad
wearing
he
other
could.
gear other than the full face?
he was wearing man, I think he had a full face on. He had on boots, he had on gloves, and he now he didn't have on a riding jacket, no. But we were I say luckily, we came around a corner. There was what they had done was they were going across the road, right, with these side by sides and those six wheelers. There was dirt on the road. So when I came, me and another gold wing were leading. We came around the corner, both of us kind of slid. So everybody behind us was not catching traction. Colin didn't catch traction, went off in the ditch, and it was hay. It was crazy tall hay. And when he almost rode it out. When he hit the ditch, it flipped him. The bike flipped, and he went flipping. So, but he
people all the time wearing a full face helmet with like shorts and t-shirts, and I'm just like, man, that helmet's just going to keep you awake while you're being peeled. You know, you might as well just not bother if you're not going to do the rest.
Yeah. What gloves are you wearing, Tom?
I have C1Rs. I got when I first picked up Drag Specialties as a provider, and those are really nice. They're a thin leather, but they're very strong, and they're reinforced on the palms, but they have a nice mesh back to them. Unfortunately, they discontinued them, or I'd show you them. So I'm on the hunt for new gloves probably this season coming, because I've had those for 3 years. I also have these ones that are made by a company called Unique, which are pretty cool. I could show you those. I have them here.
So look, here's your chance, folks. You can virtually shop his store. I'd like to see that thing in the back. Can you bring that out?
Yeah, right. If the camera was wireless, I'd walk around with it. So these are a Unique, they're a vented glove with the hard knuckles. And what's nice is they separate right here so your hand can bend super easy. And then they have the leather here just where you need it in the slide points. So they're great for summer.
Anonymous, I gotta say, Legends USA knocked it out of the park. Those gloves are super, super soft. I think DeBeard will know because he has bear. I want to say they're like deer skin. They're super, super soft. But yeah, I mean, obviously I've got tons of gloves, so I like to switch.
I've got a pair of like no-name deer skin that are amazing, dude. In the wintertime, they are freaking awesome.
I've never had leather gloves that soft, so yeah I like them.
Deer skin's the way to go, man. They're great, dude.
Yeah, because I actually tried DeBeard's on. They're really comfortable, and plus it's kind of cool because it's a local business in New Jersey. Their leather's made in the USA, so it's kind of cool. I like them. It's the only pair I have, but I've got them. I've got Indy Ridge. I've got Odin's. I've got Revits. I've got the rain Revits with the squeegee, so you can wipe the rain off. There's all kinds of cool stuff.
Man,
I'd be interested in those deer skins. You need to send me a link. That's a local. Is that a local? Do they do like a mail order? Do they have like an online presence? Yeah,
and I believe DeBeard and them have a discount code if you want to.
Oh, nice.
Them. Those Indy Ridge you sent me, bro, the denim ones, they're awesome. That blue denim, man, those things are great, dude. They're a great winter glove for me. So
yeah, it's
winter.
I'm telling you,
Texas.
Man. Hey, bro. Yeah. So when it hits in the 50s and it's like really cold, that's when I wear them.
We wear shorts in the 50s.
High five, sweetie.
Hey, I'm just all I'm saying, bro, is 50 is that's
cold. It's cold.
I don't have quite as much weight as I did to keep me to. I don't put up as many BTUs as before, so I get cold quicker.
Now, did you have the problem? I had the problem adjusting to temperature change. I've always had that, but now it's like I feel like I'm always cold. I wear Dixons to work every single day because I'm cold.
My wife makes fun of me because we've been together 21 years. She's never.
I'm sorry for her.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
You've known her. You've been married as long as you had that helmet.
I think she bought me that helmet as a wedding gift. No.
There's the discount.
Yeah, but no, man, for real. I never used a blanket, period, and lose a little bit of weight. And I'm like, she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "It's freezing in here." So, well, whatever.
So the Legends code that they have is B2B20.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm going to check those out.
But I'm not keep in mind when you go on their site, you have to look for the stuff that says Legends, Legendary USA, because they do sell other brands.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for owning a store, I don't have a lot of gear that I keep to myself. Don't get high on your own supply. I don't keep a lot for me. Very special certain things, and that's kind of it.
You've got so many cool helmets in there because you've got what's the gray one that I tried on? Is it the Biltwell?
The gray one?
Yeah, the gray.
That was the Gringo SV.
Okay.
With the shield.
Yeah, there's the Gringo. Then there's the Gringo S with the shield, and then there's the SV, which is shield ventilated.
Gotcha.
That's what that stands for. So here, I'll go grab it. I'll show you.
I really like that helmet a lot. The Cycle Gear, no, Legendary USA is not a Cycle Gear store, and Dom's is an independent. They're both independent small business.
Yeah, the Gringo, I like the look. It's the regular Gringo is a little stuffy, so a ventilated one.
This is the SV. It's the Gringo S, which is the same as the one you have, like you were talking about, but it has ventilation at the top and ventilation at the bottom.
Nice.
So, like you were saying, it's a little stuffy. Well, that's where this one came from. So they went with the Gringo S with the ventilation. Yeah, these are really nice, and all the new Biltwell stuff is all ECE 2206.
Yep.
So, which is really cool. And they also have a new interior shape, which is a little more intermediate oval than it was round. So
I have a round head, but yeah.
You look at the top here, you can see this is an intermediate oval.
That's a lane splitter, Bri.
Yeah, that's a lane splitter, Bri.
Yeah, that's what I ride. That's actually the same helmet I have. That's a black one, a matte black one.
I was trying to get Katie to distract him when we were there and just run out with it. Be like, I don't know what happened. There was a fire. What could I do? Thanks, Ann. Thanks right now, bud.
So this
okay, so that is a lane splitter.
This is the one you had on, Bri.
That's a nice helmet.
Yeah.
I may have to come
a lot
back
of
to
here.
that.
This is the standard Gringo S. This is jet shield, no ventilation, but this is the 2205. It's last year. So when you look at the top, you see how much rounder that is than the new 2206s. So it's a real round helmet. So I bought this one for myself. This is a 2X, and it doesn't fit my long oval. But I did get the new one, the 2206, with the new sizing and shape inside, that it does fit in a 2X. This is actually too small on me.
I like the looks of the lane splitter, man.
Going back to that lane splitter.
I was surprised how comfortable that is. I really,
is it really?
that
That's one. If you want me to get a new helmet, Brad, that's one I would get.
So, Brian, this is the 2206 version. So this is the new shape. So it is the more intermediate to long oval, which is why it fits you so well.
Yeah, like that they call the Gen 2 or something like that.
Yeah, this is the Gen 2.
It has the lock. It all locks. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. If you research the lane splitter, though, which like what I did when I first got mine, the reviews are horrible. People beat it up, but I'm telling you, for the price, it's a good helmet.
Well, it went up $50 for the new one.
Yeah, they
went from $249 to $299.
Oh, I should have bought one when I had the chance to. Well, did you see the price of the new? Well, you saw the price of mine with paper, but the even the Air 3s, the Shoeies are like $800, man. Helmets went through the roof.
Yeah, everything Shoei went up $50, and some are $100.
Yeah, just to get that sticker bump is $100. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Smitty, I figured out how we can get lane splitters. I'll buy one from Dom and you buy one from Dom and send it to me, and that way I can just tell the wife it was a gift.
Well, right now I'm working on, Jack's saying get a new helmet. I'm going to talk Jack into buying me and you both helmets because we'll just battle it out to see who he loves more.
Ooh, how about Jack buys one helmet and he has to make the decision of who it goes to?
It'll go to you. But
it should have a big heart on it. This is like a picture of Jack, #1 fan or something. I'd whack the shit out of that.
It'll go to you. He's lost. He doesn't love me like he used to. He's like our love has lost its luster. It's okay.
Yeah, you Texas boys.
I mean, we're fickle.
So wait. So I guess what I'm asking: did Jack let go or did Rose let go?
In this
so you're
case,
saying Jack let go of you?
Go. I think in this case, Jack let go. I'll get over it eventually.
That's fine. Yeah, it's there's some really cool helmets out there. You mentioned the C5. I'm ready to sell my soul for one of those.
It's a good looking helmet. I'm not big. I'm a snob when it comes to helmet. I don't like a lot of these full faces because they look spaceshipy, and that's why I lean more towards Biltwell with the old school look. But there's something about that shoe. Yeah.
You said spaceshipy to a gold wing guy. That's kind of not.
Yeah, that's what you need.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. I looked at the Schubert helmets too, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I'm holding out for the Globe one, the black one with the green paint scheme, but I'm curious to see what they're going to come out at the end of the month. The only thing I don't like about if you have a Harley and you're aware of what the Harley tax is going to screw you with, if you have a nav, the GT wood system, the Schuberth has an S5 50S Senna, which is fine, but you can't use it on the bike. You can't connect to the bike. But I use it. That's my commuter helmet. It's a fantastic helmet, very light.
See, Dom put that coupon code in there. Now I'm gonna go look at because you carry Schuberth, right?
Who may know? I don't.
Oh,
And that's, that code is for Route 32 merch.
Route 32 merch, your stuff. All right, okay.
Yeah, if you're looking for a code for else, then it's BRYTHEBIKER 10. And that gives you 10% off most everything except badass helmets. We don't discount them because
gotcha.
they're
Yeah,
just
you got showy. All right, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you put in Jack loves me more 100%, you don't get anything, but it just goes to show how much you hate you.
You know, if you're going to be that way, I'll go ahead and go to the chat where he said that he would send me the helmet because the shipping was cheaper. So,
it's cheaper because he lives in your bushes because he stalks you.
Well, I mean, he made a comment about Mrs. Smitty hiding and because she was nice to him. I mean, I'm telling you, here we go. You know,
yeah. I mean, things happen.
I know.
Anonymous Biker, you can go to New Hope. You can check it out.
Yeah.
They got some cool stuff in New Hope. Just take Tom's advice and don't eat at the pizza place across the street, even though he told you not to.
Well, let me ask you this: Would New Hope be on my way to the Hawk's Nest?
Yes, because you can go through New Hope. You can go up to the River Gap, and then you can go up to the Hawk's Nest because that's how I do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think your camera locked up, Bry.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Hey, you haven't moved in quite a while.
Yes, Mr. Technology got hit.
My wife's probably watching Netflix. Hang on.
Oh, now you're gone.
Now I'm still going.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You're still frozen.
Cool, huh. Hey, well,
We can hear you.
I'm going to leave and come back.
Can you do that? Or is that going to kick everybody
Oh,
out?
yeah. He can leave and come back.
Oh, now that the inmates are running the asylum. Look at that.
And now we have no camera.
Hey, thanks, Kate. She just.
Are you using like a GoPro or something?
Now it's a podcast.
Tell Kate to get on. She can just talk to me. It's so much easier that way.
No, it's my it's the Canon that I have. What the hell's going on here? Oh, that's all right.
There's a small portion of it that we can see. Like if you stick your arm out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's really strange. Oh well. So we'll go to this camera.
There we go.
It's all good.
And he's
you went to the camera of the cretins. Look at you.
I went to the camera of the common folk.
What does Setzer Penance's shirt say? I don't do peasant shit.
I don't do peasant shit.
I don't do peasant shit.
I've been to the
camera?
No, it's actually my Apple monitor camera.
Okay, gotcha.
It's okay. It's not great. The shit. How many? I've been to the Hawk's Nest with 3 different bikes. Hawk's Nest is a nice ride. I think the Hawk's Nest is overrated. However, if you go up to if you keep going north through New York State, it's fantastic riding. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've looked at it on Google extensively. You know, I'm like you. I sit in front of a computer for 8 hours a day, and I tend to Google stuff a lot. And I've planned routes, and it looks like it'd be a stop. So,
hey, there you are.
First off, jerk, it didn't overheat. It's something to do with the streamer, the thingamabobber.
That's the
I didn't pay just $2,000 for the body. That's why it overheated.
I'm going to stop at Phil's house and have barbecue.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We could do a barbecue world tour. We could stop at Frank's, then we can go to Phil's, then we go Hawk's Nest.
Yep. There you go.
Have any of you guys tried Mission Barbecue? I've just tried it for the first time. It is wonderful.
Have you been in there at noontime?
No. Why? What's at noon?
Go at noon. At noontime in Mission Barbecue, they will get on the announcement speakers, and they will, because there's music playing in the background, they'll ask everybody to stand up, and they play the national anthem.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. That's badass.
It's pretty sweet. And they could sell turds, and I would eat there if they did, because they do that. I mean, that's just
Maybe if they're chocolate covered. I don't know about just regular.
I was telling Frank they just opened up a barbecue place across the like 5 minutes from here. It's really good food. I think it's a one-off. I love barbecue. It's good stuff.
Yeah, my son is getting married in the spring, and we're having Mission do the catering for his wedding. So
Really?
yeah, they're going to bring a 1.5 truck, the big army truck, and it's a smoker to the wedding and smoke some meats.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's badass. I gotta take a day off so we can ride together down before it gets too cold.
Yeah, any Monday or Tuesday, buddy. I'm ready.
I'm taking off. Well, I'm taking off in 2 weeks, but I'm taking off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I'm going to work. I'm going to take off for my birthday, which coincidentally is the day after Election Day, and the world's going to burn. So, you know. I told Frank I'm just going to be in my basement with my Glock getting high and just hoping it's going to be the day. The world's going to end.
Well, look, if you want to go on like a Wednesday or Thursday, I know the boss. I can talk him into letting me close the store.
All right, we can make that happen.
Or should I say, she'll let me close the store.
I say we jump on our bikes and ride to Texas and see Smitty.
I need to jump on my bike and just make a trek north and just take 2 weeks of vacation and just say, screw it, go see every moto vlogger that I've been meaning to see for the last 4 years and make my way back down.
Well, if you came to the Baggers and Brews event, I mean, the big guy from Oregon was there.
So I heard.
There was a flock of women around him. It was hard to even talk to the guy.
I mean, it's the same thing when he came down to Texas, dude. It was like, you know, 1 minute my wife's standing next to me, and the next minute she's taking shots with Harley Fat Boy Jr. I'm like, what is this? So he's got
Sean
that way. He's got that way about him. I'm just saying.
Sean, who was his friend that came? Brooklyn something?
Yeah, he lived there. He lived in Philly. It was
I thought he lived in. Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, it was a buddy. I thought that's what it was. I thought it was a buddy of his that lived there because I think Junior's from that area too, isn't he? Or did he live there for a while?
Delco, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's a big Eagles fan.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, yes, huge Eagles fan. That dude is yeah. He loves the Cowboys too.
Yeah.
We can have you guys can come up. We can have some pork roll. We'll do the
pork roll. Have you ever had pork roll, Smitty?
I have not. I'm hoping maybe by then I'll have lost enough weight that I can splurge and have some damn pork roll because you and Brian have talked about it so much. You built it up in my head that if it's not the most delicious fucking thing I've ever had, and I'm discommunicating both of you.
It is life.
That's kind of tempting. I hope it sucks.
As a, I'm
hurt. I'm hurt.
I've heard about this for so long, and I'm like, it's fried bologna, and it is not fried bologna. It is not fried bologna at all. It is.
I've heard it's amazing. Everybody that I know has raved on about it. So one of these days, I'm going to find out for myself.
I wouldn't recommend eating it all the time, but yeah, let's put it out of the park. It's.
I ate as much as I could in 2 days.
Listen, man, if you ever get a chance, try a couple of slices of pork roll on a cheeseburger and a fried egg. It is amazing.
Yes, I've had that before.
Oh God, it's so good.
I can hear my arteries hardening.
Yeah. Again,
Sean,
moderation is key. Ooh, it's worth it.
Sean double dipped and went to the hot dog factory. God, I love that place.
Yeah, I went to the hot dog factory. Well, I had the pork roll. Was it Friday night? And then Saturday morning when we were heading down, was that Wood Horse Pike heading to Fielders Pub? Mm-hmm. I don't know what road I was on. I was following GPS. When we got to this little town, there was a diner there, and I was riding with Minnow Jerry, and we stopped there for breakfast, and I had pork roll and eggs for breakfast. And come to find out, it was like a famous diner. I wish I remember the name of it, but it was been in TV movies or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I had it for breakfast, and then for supper that night, you told me about the hot dog place. And I got that hot dog. It was pretty. So New Jersey, home of processed meat. It was freaking awesome.
Jack, I'd offer to put you up, but you and Smitty have to sleep in the same bed. Now, if that's okay, we're not a judgment zone, but I only got one room. Unless you want to put Smitty on the couch.
Feet the head, guys.
I hope that bed is
not
still reinforced with me and him on it. Whew. There'd be two big men in that bed. I don't know about that, buddy.
Yeah, I think it was the only diner in New Jersey there, Frank. I think there was only one.
We got all the diners.
Is that the
No.
Route 38 diner?
No, I can't remember. I'd have to go back. It's on my Instagram. I'd have to go back and look at it. I'm not going to bore you with it, but it was really good. It was like an old fashioned. It looked like a silver diner. You ever been to one of those chains?
Because
It wasn't a silver diner, but it looked like a silver diner.
There was Olga's on 73, and then there was the one on 38, which is more of a 70s diner than a 50 diner. Olga's was more of a
Olga's. I think that's it.
Olga's, yeah, they're gone. But yeah, that was great.
Yeah, Olga's. That sounds familiar.
That's the one that's got the huge menu.
Yeah, that's the one where you turn left there to get to the shore on 73. That's how I always knew to turn left.
It was good. It was delicious.
Is it Olga's that's in the pond? Yeah, it's in the pines. There's a really good, I wish I could remember. We went by it the other day. There's a really good dive bar in the pines. Actually, there's a couple of good dive bars in the pines. The only thing I don't like about New Jersey riding in this summer is there's no shade. It sucks. What are you gonna do?
It was hot. That was extremely hot.
Huh?
I'm gonna laugh in South Texas.
Oh no, it was called Berlin Diner. It was in Berlin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
Berlin Diner.
Was it which side of the wall?
Berlin, New Jersey.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't get out much. I only get to the Dunkin',
Yeah.
so you gotta forgive me. Diners eat a cat bake. Hey, man, we got some really good food. Frank had there's a place, I think Frank was telling me, there's a cheesesteak place in Mount Holly. Donkey's is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, Frank guessed it. He saw it, Berlin Diner. Frank flies over it all the time. He's probably knows everything.
I have to replace my windows because of Frank. That damn helicopter. That's the video. I have to put that on Instagram. I have a video, no exaggeration. Katie's out in the front lawn waving to Frank because she knew he was going over the house. Oh, we have too much fun. So what else? So what else is the hot gear, Dom? What do you? We're talking about what, jackets? Because we haven't covered like jackets. You have any? What's your opinion there?
Well, I mean, wear it if you can. I try to sell like flannel shirts that have the Kevlar in them, so for hotter weather. I do have one, and this was a design that they changed for my suggestion. I'll show you this real quick.
This has turned into the Home Shopping Network.
I know. I like.
Wait, there's more.
We could put links in the chat and everything.
Hey,
This
Brian,
is one
I'm
from the
fixing
same
to,
brand as
check
the
out.
gloves I sold you, Unique. They're right out of.
Dom, hang on a second. What's that, Smith?
I'm gonna check out. I got a 0230 alarm clock.
All right.
Ooh,
I appreciate you hanging out, bud. I really do.
Hey man, thank you. Hey Sean, good talking
seeing
to
you, man.
Want to see you. Dom, it's nice to meet you, man. Hopefully
Take
one of
care,
these days we
Smitty.
can get to see you.
Keep an eye out for that helmet with the big heart on it from Jack.
I will.
Always
Hey,
a pleasure, Smith. And again, seriously, congrats, man. You're doing
yeah.
some
Congrats. Be
badass
safe,
work on
man.
your health.
thank
Yeah,
you,
well
Brian.
done.
I love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
Y'all take care, man. Thanks, guys.
See ya. I see. I can't do finger guns.
No,
I
it doesn't work for you,
suck.
Bri.
All right, Tom, go ahead.
This is a flannel that's made by Unique. And one of the things I told them that was missing in most people's flannels was a good ventilation system, because most flannels have the ventilation system right here in the front. So if you're
Okay.
behind a windshield, you get nothing. It's just an open vent. So I had them for my snowboarding. I love snowboarding. Put pit zips in right here. So this whole area under the arm opens up. This way, as the air rides up your arms when you're riding, it goes right into the shirt. And it's a nice lightweight cotton, and it has Kevlar all the way down the entire arm instead of just patches, and also
Okay.
Kevlar that's in the back pad.
Would that be classified as a summer shirt, or is it more
Yes.
like a fall?
No,
Yeah.
it is definitely a summer shirt, but like any time when it's humid, everything sucks.
Yeah, I'm with you. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't wear sleeves in the summertime. I hate to say it, but I wear gloves. I wear a helmet, but I can't
Well,
do the long
I
sleeves.
always wear at least something like this. If it's too hot to wear something like this, more often than not, I'll just skip it.
Yeah.
Just because I see it all the time. People show me pictures, and I'm just like, I can't go without. And then I'm uncomfortable riding, and I'm more focused on what I'm not wearing I'd rather be hot, but that's just me. Like I said, everybody, make your own decision, your own choices of what you want to wear. I'm just somebody that has to have something on. And once a season, I'll do what's called the bare naked ride, where I won't have a flannel on, or I'll just ride in short sleeves and my halfie if it's really hot, and I'll do that once. That's my one indulgence.
Yeah,
those flannels are nice, but there are some of them can be really hot.
yeah.
So
I had a mesh jacket that I tried, and I couldn't even do the mesh jacket. I was miserable, and we have a lot of traffic here, and you sit in traffic for hours and you just bake. So I can't do it.
Well, it's like we were saying earlier, right? Because I have we have a Wawa down the street for where I get gas as a rule, and I hate even going there without gloves on. Like he was saying, it makes me nuts. I have to wear gloves. Yeah, Joe, that's funny. I have a vest that I've been wearing this year. Unfortunately, with losing so much weight, it's too big. But I liked it. I never thought I'd like wearing a vest. I actually enjoy it.
So what I do on the warmer days is I have those moisture wicking style shirts, the summer shirt that I gave you, Brad. I put that under those shirts, and that if you sweat, it absorbs, and it creates like a little slipstream of air, and it really cools you off when you're moving away from traffic. Like if you're sitting at the light and you sweat a little, it actually absorbs it, and then it uses that to cool you off.
Got to protect your ink. That's what Jaws was saying.
Yeah, and they're also 50 SPF. So if you don't wear anything, they keep you from getting sunburn.
Okay.
I'll have them back again next year.
Yeah, Fat Glide knows what I'm talking about. He's familiar. Him and Stacy just live a couple hours from me, and this part of Virginia, what we call the 7 cities, and it's basically what it is. It's 7 cities that all mingle together. Norfolk being, the world's largest naval base, and then Virginia Beach, and where I'm at in Chesapeake, and the traffic is atrocious here. I mean, some people say it rivals DC traffic, so it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Sean, I forgot I want to mention, because I know there's a lot of people in the side chat that don't know. You want to talk about your Valentine's Day ride? I want to try and make that this year.
Yeah. So, every year around January, it depends on my work schedule. I will head out to Valentine's, Virginia. It's about a 2-hour ride from me, due west. And it's just a little town. I mean, it's not even a town. It's a 4-way stop with a post office. And you can get your Valentine postmarked from Valentine's, Virginia. It's just really cool. And I've been doing it for years just for my wife. I would do it every year just to ride out there and send my wife a Valentine. And a couple years back, I offered it up on my channel, and I had a few people. And then this last year, I had a few more. So each year, I'm hoping it grows. And what I've decided to do, what I had done in the previous rides was, because it is such a small post office, they get kids on field trips and stuff like that. And they come out there to mail, things to their pen pals and whatnot. And there's always that kid that doesn't have the right amount of postage or something like that. So she would usually just pull it out of the drawer. So I would tell people to send me $1 for the postage, and then whatever the change was left over, I would leave it with her. This last year, I had like $100, and I donated that to the Tunnels to Towers Baggers and Brews thing. So I think each year what I might do is just pick a different charity, but I'm probably going to keep it around the motorcycle content creation community. So, other channels. And I'm thinking this year, I haven't really talked to him, but I'm going to go ahead and announce it. I think this year I'm going to do Ben's toy run. So
Fantastic idea.
Whatever I have left over now, to be after this Christmas. So it'll be for next year, but still, I'm just going to pick something in that community, for the extra money. So
that's awesome.
I'll start talking about it on the channel probably around Christmas time, so people can start getting their Valentines to me. And then I'll make the run in January so that way they get to you by February 14th.
Yeah, I gotta make a point to it. Man, we got motorcycle royalty in the house. What's up, Ty? How are you, sir?
Goodness.
Good to see you. It's very good to see. We got everybody showing up. Yeah, I know that Kel went with you last year. Fact,
Yeah,
I would
Stacy
love to
went
go.
last year, and a friend of mine, just local guy. I mean, I would like people to come, but I mean, it's February, and you're not going to, ride from, you don't know what's going to be going on between here and New Jersey in February.
I got heated gear. I have one heated grip. Well, actually, probably doesn't even work.
But
Where are you at, Sean?
I am in Norfolk area.
Oh, okay.
I live in Chesapeake. I actually live North Carolina is closer. I'm about 6 miles from the North Carolina state line. So
did the hurricane affect you?
No, we didn't have anything here. So not this time. But yeah, it's a good place. I like living here. A lot of people, it's kind of, the weather is freaking phenomenal. A lot of people, we're in like a little pocket. It could be death and destruction up by you guys. Y'all are shoveling snow and I'm walking around in short shirt sleeves. But I go an hour west and it's freezing cold. So
okay, so where was that again? Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Route 32 new location is coming too.
All right. Had to change the name, but that's all right. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's a unique area. It's a military town, and cost of living's not the greatest here, but and it's congested. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Kel, can you throw UCM Pigs link up, please?
Oh, is Kelt doing links?
Well, yeah, it's she's an Emmy. It's UCM Pigs, Sean's channel.
Yeah, she knows.
Gotta check it out on the live stream.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna have to duck out too, Bri. It's coming on 8:30. It's the witching hour for me.
Yeah, I think we're gonna probably wrap it up too, because it's been a hell of a long day.
Yeah, I still got a pretty good ride home. So
yeah, you do. Watch out for deer, my friend.
Oh, probably a beautiful night up there. If it's like it is here, it's probably gorgeous because it's gorgeous.
Let me tell you about my ride home last week. I was going home on 32, and it is a very, very dark road. There's like one street light every 2 miles. And this guy was coming at me with the high beams on and really slow. And I could not see anything beyond that beam. And when he finally got past me and my eyes adjusted, there was a deer on the side of the road so close I could have reached out and punched it in the mouth. It scared the life out of me. And luckily, I was going real slow because I could see a bunch. And that was the most I've ever seen in the 10 years I've been riding 32. Had to be hundreds of them because it's been so dry here. They're all headed to the river, which is right here, river. They're all headed to the river and they're crossing the road. And it was just so I did 25 the whole way. And anybody come up behind me, I just pulled over and let them go past me because there was no way I was going any faster than that.
Yeah, it's the last time we were there, we almost hit a deer on 32. It's pretty crazy.
It's pretty rural up there around you guys. I was, I've only just cut through like New Jersey up the turnpike and stuff, but man, when I went up there and riding the whole route that George and Bert had laid out, that's Alabama. I mean,
let me know. Yeah, let me know when you do the Hawks Nest. I'm in.
Yeah, it's pockets of population is really what it is.
Yeah,
I like it.
Once you get into the pines, it's wide open. So as we're going to wrap up, I'd like to give everybody the final word. So Dom, what do you want to leave us with, sir?
Okay, so I put it in the comments earlier, but through the end of February, people can use the Bry 3220 for 20% off all of the Route 32 gear, or Bry the Biker 10 for 10% off most everything else on the site, with the exception of badass helmets and gift cards.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's I can't say enough. I mean, let's face it. I know there's a lot of big box stores, but supporting local business is important. And Dom's been there for 10 years now, right?
10 years, yep. It's been a decade.
That's awesome. Congrats. That's good. And
this past year, 2024, is the first year that my online sales exceeded my walk-in sales.
That's great. The thing I want to say too is if you want to support a small business, you can spend your money there, which obviously is ideal. But even it's the same with creators, man. Share stuff. Tell people, share their posts. It really does go a long way. I mean, all of us have come up on social media by getting a hand up from someone else. So if you can support a local business and share it, or it's just about helping the community, because let's face it, we're not really that big.
Yeah. You see a post on the socials, just hit share. 10 seconds, less than that, and it helps everybody.
And wear the gear. If you're a creator and you're supporting small business, wear their gear in your videos. That's what for. So,
Frank, if you drop my name, you can get 10% off most items in the store.
just walk in and say, "Do you know who I know?"
He'll even let you use the bathroom. I mean,
I will absolutely. I always honor Brian's discount when people mention him in the store. Yes, it is set up on my point of sale, so I can put that in there. So he does get his little friendship piece of that.
So the more you buy, you might be able to get that 9th helmet, and that's really important to me.
He's pushing for that GTR 3.
Oh Jesus! Not after I saw that price. That lane splitter might be a little bit more in my lane, so to speak. All right, Sean, leave us with it. What do you got?
Man, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure meeting you, Dom, and just echo everything you said. Support small business. Wear their gear, share their stuff. Let's keep these guys going, because that's the backbone of us. That's where it all came from.
Hey, Sean, if there's anything that you want to check out, like you see on my site, just give me a call. I'll work with you.
I appreciate it. I've got it brought up. I bookmarked it, and I'm definitely going to go through and dig around in it, because I like t-shirts and so any of your local swag, I definitely will sport that. So I'm gonna go check that out. But no, that's it, Brian. I mean, I appreciate you having me. I appreciate being here. I've had a good time.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it as well.
Yeah, and seriously, I mean, you guys are awesome, and I really appreciate people's time, and I really appreciate everybody that comes in the side chat. I know that if you know my story, it's been a rough 2 years, and I haven't been able to put out content consistently, but I really, really am genuinely thankful for the support. And
hit the like button, people.
Yeah, my birthday is coming up November 6th, and November 7th we're going to do another birthday is fuck live stream. Hopefully I won't wind up in the hospital. True story, but you got to wait for that one. If you weren't there, you don't know the story. But seriously, guys, thank you so much. And make sure you support each other.
If you let me add one last thing though, Bryce, I know you're a big advocate of this. We talk about men's mental health. I know there's a men's mental health month, but every day is men's mental health day. Especially in the world we live in. We carry a lot on our shoulders as men, as husbands, as fathers. And one of my favorite sayings, and I don't mean this sexist or anything like that, but iron sharpens iron. Look out for your buddies, check on them, see how they're doing.
Yeah,
it's important.
I have to shamelessly plug Joe Samaro, the interview that I had with Joe Samaro on my live stream. I cannot speak highly enough of that man. So if you want to check that out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Joe's an amazing individual, and you'll understand why when you watch it. That's it. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. And as always, please remember you're not alone. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Brian.